Hi, I'm Kirby Allison, and I'm back in London for one of the most important annual gatherings of shoe aficionados in the world, the 2024 London Supertrunk Show. This spectacular event is generously sponsored by both Saphir Médaille d'Or and by Bridlen Shoes, and it serves to host many different companies from within the shoemaking industry, some of whom have traveled from distant parts all over the globe to take advantage of this superb opportunity to showcase their beautiful products to the over 2,000 people that are expected to pass through today. The London Supertrunk Show is also host to 3 exciting and important competitions: the World Championship of Shoemaking, the World Championship of Shoe Shining, and the World Championship of Patina. It genuinely is a fantastic occasion, offering all those passionate about quality, craftsmanship, and tradition a chance to indulge themselves in a feast of appreciation for the incredible work that can so often be found within the shoemaking community. In today's video, we'll be speaking with many of the vendors present, as well as with several of the event's competition participants, to learn just a little bit more and to hear what it is that they have found most interesting and inspiring so far in this year's show. So join me now as we step inside the 2024 London Supertrunk Show. Our platinum sponsors include Saphir Médaille d'Or, Bridlen Shoes, our gold sponsors include CNES Shoes, ACME Shoemaker, and our silver sponsors, Blackbird Shoemaker, Octent Hand-Welted Shoes, Raymar Shoes, Yearn Shoemaker, Attila Shoes, Bresciani, 100 Hands, Hornets of London, and Scola Academy and Stefano Bimmer. I'm here right now in front of the Saphir Médaille d'Or booth, of course, one of the platinum sponsors of today's events, the Supertrunk Show, the World Championship of Shoe Shining, the World Championship of Patina, and World Championship of Shoemaking. Of course, those that are passionate about the quality, craftsmanship, and tradition to be found in the shoemaking industry is no stranger to Saphir Médaille d'Or. They are widely regarded by shoe aficionados as really making the best shoe polish in the world. And here at their booth, you can see just how broad of a collection it is. Whenever it comes to the investment in a fine pair of shoes, proper shoe care and maintenance is essential, not only for making those shoes look great, but for helping protect and ensure the integrity of those shoes. Of course, Saphir Médaille d'Or is no stranger to those passionate about quality shoes. They are widely regarded by shoe aficionados, and indeed today, as we see, by those in the shoe care trade, what really sets Saphir Médaille d'Or apart is the quality of their ingredients. That is important for the nourishing of the leather to ensure that it remains soft and supple and ages well, but also the quality of the waxes and the quality of the other ingredients are what help people like the world champions in shoe shining, the world champions of patina, to produce such incredible shines and incredible patinas. Here we see the core of their collection, of course, Pomadier shoe cream. We have over 16 different colors, the Saphir Pat Deluxe wax polish, and then of course their mirror gloss, which is incredible at producing that high shine. They have some new products. I mean, of course, nourishing and shining is important, but the importance of cleaning isn't to be overlooked. And Saphir Médaille d'Or, of course, has developed very specific products for cleaning that are just simply some of the best there is. I'm holding a new one right here, which is the Reno Cleaner. This is very similar to the Saphir Reno Matte, but in the Médaille d'Or line, so it's using higher quality ingredients. This is really for strong cleaning. If you need to really remove or pull off any of the waxes or any resins that may accumulate on the leather, the Saphir Reno Cleaner is really perfect for that. It is strong, it is effective, but that also makes it probably not something that you want to be using every day. This is really more for occasional care and cleaning. But Saphir, of course, has specific products for everyday care. Two of them that I absolutely love. They have their new plant-based cleaner right here, which is fully organic. It is a very gentle cleaner. Maybe takes a little bit more time to dry, but is less aggressive with the leather. And then right here we have the Saphir cleanser, the Medal d'Or, again for smooth leather. This is something that is great at kind of soft cleaning. So if you have a mirror shine that maybe is become a little bit cracked or a little bit dull, this is great for kind of pulling those top few layers of waxes off without pulling everything off. Really kind of cleaning the canvas, if you will, for one to really renew that shine. So we're very excited, of course, to have Saphir as a part of the Supertrunk Show and their support of this event and the various competitions that we have, really the importance of which couldn't be overstated. Their products are the best, and so if you're someone that is passionate about the quality, craftsmanship, and tradition of fine footwear, really one need not look any further than Saphir Medal d'Or whenever it comes to total shoe care. One of the interesting things about the London Supertrunk Show is just how far and wide the attendees have traveled to be here today. I'm here with Ethan, who traveled all the way up from all the way down from the north of England, from Sheffield. And I have to ask, what was it that drew you all the way to London for the Supertrunk Show?
Well, yesterday was quite a spontaneous thing, and I thought I'm going to go down to London because I've never been before. And I've had roots in shoe shining from the Royal Air Force Air Cadets.
Okay, so you're in the Air Cadets?
I am, yes, and you have to mirror shine the whole shoe. That really started my love for shoes and menswear and things like that. My father being in formal wear companies such as Moss Bros. So I've come down, gone Savile Row and Sackville Street, and down here in the London Supertrunk Show. It's been amazing. Seeing the quality and craftsmanship into every single shoe, it's just really is amazing.
Of the attendees that are here today, we have over 13. Are any of the shoe brands, did they, strike you?
Yes, well, a lot of them. I think all of them are really good, honestly.
How long would you say it took you to really master the art of a proper mirror shine?
Well, I've been in about 2 years, and we have a thing called a drill competition, which is on uniform, and shoes has to be quite perfect and in there to win. So I tried to perfect it, and I think I've really got it down to perfection. So that's over the course of 2 years, and I'm still learning a lot about mirror shining.
Well, who knows? Maybe we have a future contestant in the World Championship of shoe shining.
Hopefully,
if you keep it up at that rate. Well, I have to ask, what shoes are you wearing today?
I'm just wearing these dark brown suede loafers. I forgot where they're from. I got them quite a while ago.
Anything that you're looking forward to today?
Well, seeing London, really. Obviously, this is my first time in London. I've come down to see this as well. I'm looking forward to just seeing all the sights and things like that. The shoes as well. It's been a real pleasure for me to have a look at and be here today.
Yeah, excellent. Well, Ethan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I hope you enjoy your time here in London and your time here at the London Supertrunk Show. I'm here right now with one of the several thousand attendees that we expect to pass through the London Supertrunk Show today. Hey, Ben, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time. And I just have to ask, is this your first London Supertrunk Show?
This is indeed my first time, and I'm actually quite amazed. I wasn't expecting this many brands to come, and it's been a pleasure just to walk from stand to stand to appreciate the craftsmanship and to ask the questions and to learn more about the shoes.
Okay. What was it that that drew you here?
Today, in particular, I came because you were here and Justin Fitzpatrick was here, and a few other big names of the shoe world were here. So I said, I do need to see you in person. I do need to meet you in person, and also to learn and appreciate more of the shoes and the craftsmen.
Yeah. What is it that you love about shoes?
Well, I was actually never into shoes, and just looking at videos of Hugo Jacquemet and videos of yourself, that I started slowly learning about shoes and seeing how they're made and seeing how they're put together and the work that is put in. I said, I have to have a pair of those. So I started with a small brand and another brand, and then I got to the level of being a shoe connoisseur, a shoe aficionado.
Yeah.
So just following the shoe world. And
great journey. Well, I have to ask, what are you wearing today? These are beautiful
today,
shoes.
I'm wearing a pair of Petra and Claymore out of Transylvania.
Okay.
They're a small brand, and they make some fantastic stuff. This is a bespoke pair they made for myself.
Oh, wow.
And I took my fourth pair from them, and I usually don't buy from the same provider twice unless I'm very, very impressed.
Okay.
And I must say, they've been providing some very good quality shoes, and I've been happy overall.
Yeah, exciting. Well, Ben, thank you so much. Congratulations, and I hope you enjoy, the rest of the day.
Yes, enjoy London as well, and welcome to the UK.
So I'm here right now with Katya from Mexico City, another YouTuber. You have your own channel focusing exclusively on shoe shining.
Yeah, on shoe shining and all the topics related to shoes. Like I sometimes document shoemaking or shoe repairing, but like the main focus of the channel is shoe shining.
Yeah. Well, talk to me a little bit about what caused you to get into this, and how did you fall in love with shoe shining and shoes?
Well, I always like shoes in general in my life. I always like the idea of wearing shoes that are gonna last so long. Mm-hmm. So I'm an architect, and I was kind of going through a career change and all of that. And I met some people who were into making videos for YouTube. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, maybe I could do something like that. And it just started as a passion. And now I have a channel with, I think, almost 25,000 subscribers. Yeah. It's growing up. And my main focus is to document the shoe shining, and as well as the stories of the people. Yeah. Because I feel like there's a lot of stories to tell. So that's fun.
Yeah. So what brought you to London? I mean, what was inspired you to travel all the way here for this Super Trunk Show?
Well, I found out of the event, I think last year, like June last year. And I was like, oh no, I just missed it. Mm-hmm. So this year I decided to contact Jesper. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, like basically, can I film? And he's like, yeah, no problem. So I wanted to document a different reality of this shoe shining and shoemaking world.
Yeah. Well, what is it that you have found, most unique about kind of the culture here in London?
Well, the people really appreciate the fact that shoes are shiny, and also the fact that you kind of look formal when wearing leather shoes. Yeah. Like there's more appreciation, at least than in Mexico, right? Like maybe some people in very high positions can appreciate that, but in general, not so much.
Yeah. And we had an opportunity to speak last night briefly, and I know that you've really traveled around to a lot of different countries to document really the shoe shine cultures. What have you found as kind of the most interesting?
The most interesting is the reasons why someone started in the shoe shine business. Okay. For example, in Japan, I was interviewing a person who started because he really liked taking care of shoes. Right? Like he really liked having polished shoes and looking clean and looking formal. So other people have started because they didn't have another job, and that's the opportunity that life gave them, let's say. And for me, the reasons why someone starts in the business. Yeah.
Do you spend much time shining your own shoes?
No, actually no.
Okay.
When I was a kid, yes, but not anymore. I go out and let other people shine my shoes.
Okay, great. Well, Katya, thank you so much for spending some time, and best of luck with the YouTube channel. And I look forward to watching some of your content.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm here right now with Afan Mohammed of Bridlen Shoes, one of this year's platinum sponsors of the Super Trunk Show and the various competitions that the Super Trunk Show plays host to. And Afan, it's so great to see you again.
Great seeing you again, Jessica.
We had the opportunity to see each other, of course, in New York And you're no strangers to the Supertrunk show, this being your third year participating. You know, as a relatively new brand, how has the Supertrunk show been in terms of being able to meet new customers and really showcase the incredible work that you have here to the audience of shoe aficionados that come?
It's been instrumental, Kirby. I mean, the first year when we came here, now this is going back 3 years, we weren't so sure what to bring around, what the crowd would want. But then that's what has been important. We listened to what people were looking for, and then the second year around, it got a lot better. We also found our first store here, the Artisan, who now stock us in London on the second year as well. So it was a process of sort of feedback, seeing what people like, seeing what people want, and what we can do best, and then coming back the second year. Now the third year around, with the sponsors, as you know, Shoes Be Shine later on today as well.
Yeah.
So very happy to be involved with you guys, Jesper, yourself and Justin.
Absolutely.
And it's quite a privilege coming back here again.
Yeah. I mean, of course, Bridlen Shoes, I mean, as one of the key exhibitors showcasing your incredible work, but then your shoes being used for the World Championship of patina and crust leather, and then, of course, the beautiful brown shoes in the World Championship of shoe shining. As a real showcase to just the quality of those shoes and the workmanship that goes into them.
Thank you. And that particular last that we have today is launched, called the Char last, which was out of the feedback we were speaking of earlier, that people wanted something more British inspired, and that was music to my ears. And the Char last is one of those soft square lasts, not so much chisel toe. That's more sort of Italian inspired. I like myself something more British inspired.
Yeah.
So the only thing we did though to make it a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more modern, if you like, is take the instep in a bit more.
Okay.
So it makes for a more modern looking but more classic toe on the
I mean,
front.
it's a beautiful shoe, and of course, I mean, this is one of the things I love so much about leather dress shoes at this level is just the sculpture. I mean, it's an absolutely beautifully balanced last, great proportion, and this point that you're, or this characteristic you're pointing out here,
That's it.
you know, where you actually see that three-dimensional shape is one of those hallmarks of a really well-made pair of shoes is that definition.
Absolutely.
And you absolutely see it here really at its magnificent best.
Thank you very much. And we brought a small collection here, the semi-brogue being the sort of our best of the four styles that we have. There's obviously the cap toe, the classic white shirt, if you like, of a men's shoe wardrobe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cap toe.
Black cap toe Oxford. I mean, one of my favorites.
Yeah,
you know.
that's it.
Here in dark brown, beautiful.
Indeed. And we have a derby for some of our clients who have a slightly higher instep as well.
Okay.
So that's the Char last. And it's been quite popular, I must say, today.
Yeah.
We had a few of our clients who came in the previous years saying, where's that last you said you were working on? And they're happy to place orders today.
Yeah.
That's the point about how this Supertrunk show has been great for us, because over the years we've seen these guys coming back to us. And that's really nice to see them again.
Well, you know, once you get bit by the bug, it truly is an addiction. And, you know, whenever one is able to find a company, you know, such as Bridlen, you know, doing great work at this level, but also work that is very accessible, right?
That's correct. About 200 pounds, about just under $300. Yes, correct. Yes. That's the starting off range.
Okay.
And to that point as well, in America, we launched the Cordovan collection. Which starts at just about 500 pounds.
Okay.
It's about 600, 650 US dollars.
For Cordovan,
That's it
which
for a
is
Cordovan.
ideal.
And even these colors, the green, which I just brought the first time around, has been quite popular. And this one particularly in the cognac, on the more square toe last, has been one of our best sellers in America.
Yeah, really.
So that was after the New York trunk show that we did in October last year.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting with Cordovan. Of course, Cordovan being a horse leather,
That's correct.
right? It's really not even technically a leather, but a membrane. Really has a cult following. And one of the things that is unique about Cordovan is the fact that you really don't find many shoemakers working with it. There's only a few that you can find stock models from. And so to see Bridlen working with it, you know, making it available in your made-to-order program, again, it's kind of extending those nuanced kind of characteristics of shoemaking to a wider audience because of the accessibility that you offer.
Correct. We heard that the Americans love Cordovan. So when we went to New York with yourselves, we said we have to start with our Cordovan collection as well. But what we were a little bit not sure was that Hawaiian is very popular in America.
Yeah, based
we
in
wanted to
Chicago.
keep some of our origins from Japan intact as well. So we contacted Shinki Hikaku, who's another very popular Cordovan maker, and they were happy to work with us.
That's great.
And when we brought them to America, people were very open-minded. They said, we want to give this a chance, and we've had great feedback since. And customers coming back for their second and third pair of Cordovans.
Yeah, I mean, this is an absolutely beautiful shoe. I think I might need to talk to you about getting something like this. Maybe, I mean, even in the blue's great. I mean, this is a shoe that I could see in blue, brown.
That's it. And burgundy as well that we do. That's the third color. And I quite like the blue, actually. It's more versatile than you think. The cognac is obviously a more safer choice, followed by the burgundy. But the blue goes quite well in quite a few trouser combinations as well.
When even casually, I mean, that's one of the things I love about a really fine pair of shoes, is that it doesn't have to be something reserved just for a suit and tie. I mean, a beautiful pair of loafers, especially with the strap like that, the saddle that kind of goes all the way over the vamp and kind of tucks under, you know, the instep, is a beautiful shoe just for either a pair of denim jeans or even, you know, without socks, a pair of shorts.
It's a timeless shoe, I think, the full strap penny loafer. It hasn't been around it hasn't been as popular the last few years, but I think it's making a comeback now, especially now with the World Shoemaking Championship being made on this style. I think this is going to be a hot seller for us very soon.
Well, you spoke a little bit about kind of your connections with Japan. I mean, Bridlen is a relatively new brand, but the company is actually, in many ways, a heritage company that has been, you know, in the shoemaking trade for generations. Could you talk a little bit about that and kind of share your family's history in this industry?
Well, I have to go back 5 generations.
Really?
In some sense, because my great-grandfather started off pretty much the tanning business in post-independence India.
Okay.
So he bought out a tannery from the British around this area called Vellore, which used to be a garrison's fort that the British were holding. So when they left, they sold a lot of their assets, and my great-grandfather was one of them. And the tannery still stands. My cousin runs that tannery.
Wow.
It's somewhere it says 1901.
Does it really?
As the original building. So he still makes leather.
Do you use any of their leather in your shoes?
We do as well, actually. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And that's us going back to the tanning industry, right?
Okay.
And then the last 4 generations, we've been shoemakers as well. My grandfather started this, and then was my father. And just 1 generation before that as well. We've been shoemakers for a while. Goodyear Welting, though, started, stopped, and then now it started more recently again. So as you know, Goodyear Welting is an old technology. They started that, but with the sort of process of industrialization, it was forgotten for a short while. And then when Mr. Watanabe, my mentor from Japan, came and said, you know, we got to bring this back, my father was more than happy to say, let's do this together. And that's now 15 years since they had that conversation, and now about 6-7 years since we started the Goodyear program itself. So very happy to kind of continue that story as it were.
Absolutely.
With myself and hopefully future generations going forward as well.
Well, carrying on kind of the torch of quality, craftsmanship, and tradition.
We try.
Yeah.
We try.
Afan, thank you so much. Of course, it's always great to see you, and the shoes are absolutely beautiful. Always appreciative of those, you know, really dedicating their lives to quality, craftsmanship, and tradition. And, you know, you're doing a great job of it here at Bridlen.
Thank you very much, Kirby. Your support is most appreciated. Thank you.
One of the other things available here at the Supertrunk Show is the opportunity to have your shoes shined, of course, with Saphir Medallion or shoe polish, and by an incredible shine artist. Here I have Mark. Mark, thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
And I've been watching your work all day with admiration, and so I was thinking I'd take an opportunity to have you touch up these beautiful bespoke Gatiano and Girlings. So are you shining shoes professionally here in London?
Yeah, I've been a shoe shiner since '96.
So since '96, wow.
Yeah.
And where are you shining shoes?
In the city of London on Cheapside.
Okay.
It's between Bank and St. Paul's,
Okay.
on the churchyard of a church,
Okay.
St. Mary Le Beau Church.
Really? So on, do you have a shine stand on the street? Oh wow.
On the churchyard.
Okay.
Off the street.
Amazing. Okay. And so As someone that is shining shoes professionally, are you using Saphir Medaille d'Or exclusively?
Yeah, I've been using Saphir Medaille d'Or for about 10 years.
Okay. And what is it that you like about this polish?
Well, it's a very high-end polish. It's got good products like beeswax, normal ingredients. It's basically also because it's recommended by the manufacturers. Like Saphir works with Louis Vuitton and all the top leather brands. So it was a great reference for me to introduce to my customers.
Do you find that Saphir produces a better shine or a faster shine? I mean, what's your experience using it?
No, Saphir provides a very nice shine, which doesn't look artificial. It's a nice glow to the shoe. So you can find some other products with claim to be mirror but if you want to give the shoe some care as well as the shine is not just a thing. You want to care as well for the leather. You don't want to put something on your shoe that's gonna rip them apart eventually because it dries up or something. So the product you use has to be shining and caring. This is why I went for this brand.
I mean, one of the beauties of a high quality pair of leather dress shoes is its durability. If you take care of it, I mean, not only can it last years, it could last decades, but that requires good care and maintenance, and care and maintenance is shoe polish.
Yeah, and you have to put the right stuff, the right product.
How do you recommend your customers take care of their shoes, or whenever someone comes to your shine stand, what's your kind of method?
Well, sometimes people ask how often or when shall I polish and shine my shoes. I said when they look a bit sad, when they look they need it.
There's no right answer.
There's no particular routine like once a week or once a day or you just look at them, and if they're a bit sad and dry and dusty, then you do it.
Yeah. And what products do you use as a part of your shine? Are you using just a wax polish, or are you using other products from Saphir?
No, I've got quite an array of different products I use.
Okay.
I've got the polish. I've got Renovatine and the spray for the suede care.
Okay.
I've got a special ointment that I bought from the website with mink oil. So sometimes I feed it to the wrinkles on the shoe if the shoe looks super dry before I actually put the polish.
Do you have that mink oil here?
No, I don't have it here. And but apparently this one is more or less the same. It's a product with the jojoba oil, mink oil. So you can feed it to the bits of the shoe that really need it. Like here, let's say.
Across the band, yeah.
Yeah, and then you put this before you actually put the polish. But the key thing is to work the product in. A lot of people, they slap it on, but you have to work it in.
It's amazing to me just how much of a difference a good shine can make to a pair of shoes. I find that I often procrastinate too long in giving my shoes the proper shine they really need and deserve. But every single time, I go to shine them afterwards, I'm thankful I did.
Yeah, it's definitely, especially if people buy good quality shoes, which usually come at a price, you want to care for them. You don't want to ruin them.
Yeah. Well, like what I say is, if you bought a Rolls Royce, you wouldn't take it through a drive-through car wash. And if you have a beautiful pair of shoes, I would certainly recommend a good shine artist like with yourself. And,
it's like the food you eat. You want the best food.
And it really does feed the leather, doesn't it?
Yeah. So you see, for your shoes, I could use these ones, but I'm actually going to take the black ones because you've got some really dark bits.
And what is this right here? Is that a pair of stockings?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Mark, thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
So there we have it. Mark here at the 2024 Super Trunk Show, showing just how far a little bit of Saphir Medal d'Or can go. These beautiful bespoke Gaziano and Girlings have never looked better. I'm right here with CNES, one of the many shoe brands here at the London Super Trunk Show that have really come from far and wide to display their incredible work. Alan, thank you so much for your time. And of course, you're no stranger. This is, I think, your second or third London Super Trunk Show. And you, of course, were also in New York for the Super Trunk Show there, displaying these incredible shoes. So would you talk to us more about CNES and what it is that you're making?
Sure. So just to give you an idea of the brand was founded in Vietnam, started in 2016. And since then, we have been trying our best to exhibit at various trunk shows in New York, in Paris, and in London as well.
Okay.
So I think for this year, we decided to launch a series of new collection, something like that, in a new last.
Okay.
We have. You can have a look. It's entirely hand welted.
Really?
So we have it in the round toe shape, as well as a soft chisel shape as well. Slightly aggressive, finished cuff, as well as patina. And we actually adorn it with like a very tight feeder back waist, entirely stitched by hand.
Wow. So this is an exceptional amount of handwork.
Yes.
I mean, almost to the level of bespoke.
Yes.
And what's the price point that a shoe like this is being offered from CNES?
So for this, in terms of made to order, in terms of the US dollars, for example, right, anywhere from $350 to about $430 US
Really?
dollars. Yes.
For a hand welted shoe?
Yes, indeed.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah. So that's something that we try to offer to all our customers.
Yeah.
Something that it's a bit different. We try to have bespoke or hand elements in a level, in a ready-to-wear range, in the price bracket.
Okay.
So it allows our customers to really experience things that are a bit different as well.
Yeah. I mean, I've always said that, kind of the value optimization model is three-dimensional.
Yeah.
It's time, money, and knowledge. And this is a great example with a little bit of time of seeking out CNES, working with you, maybe perhaps over the internet or visiting you at one of the trunk shows, and then knowing, who you are. One can find an absolutely incredible value. I mean, the work that's in a shoe like this for the price that you're offering it at is really unheard of.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think for us as a factory, it's not easy to really push, the boundaries, but we try.
Yeah.
We try.
Well, you certainly are succeeding because, this has all of those nuanced hallmarks of a well-made pair of shoes that for someone like me that, what had me fall in love with shoes. I mean, the sculpture, the work here on the edge finishing, and even taking it to the next level with kind of the handwork here, the hand welting, and all of that really is extraordinary.
Thank you very much. I hope you appreciate it.
Yeah. So talk to me a little bit. I mean, you've got a wide range here. Do you focus primarily on made to order, or do you have ready-to-wear shoes as well? And talk to me about the range of models.
Okay, so we actually have quite an extensive array of models ready stock. So we ship them depending on where we are, from Vietnam or Singapore.
Okay.
So we do them in various construction. For example, like the regular Goodyear welt. We of course do softer bologna construction. And at the very top tier, we do what we call like a hand welting. So we welt the shoe entirely by hand.
Yeah, and that's what we saw right here.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we actually offer a very comprehensive made-to-order program where customer can choose from a selection of leathers, texture, crafts, patina, even exotics and precious leather as well. For example, like crocodiles, alligator, even stingrays. So we also work with a lot of influencers and authorities in certain fields. For example, in France, we work with Hugo Jacome of the Parisian Gentleman to launch a very special capsule collection. And it is generally quite well received in our customers within the EU.
Yeah, amazing. And I see that you have, again, as you were saying, kind of a diversity of different styles. I mean, this is an unstructured kind of casual.
Yes.
Right? Is this Blake stitched?
This is what we call like a Bologna construction.
Okay.
It's actually stitched on a very thin leather sole. So we try to have the idea of a loafer that's a bit softer, softer in the counter, in the toe puff as well. So it's generally a lot of flexible.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a beautiful kind of summer shoe, comfortable, maybe something you'd wear, you know, without socks and a pair of shorts.
Yes, precisely.
Yeah.
Perfect for the weather, for summer weather.
Amazing. So someone that's interested in CNES, I mean, someone that, you know, would want a pair of shoes, what's the best way for them to reach out? And are you working with people in America and maybe in markets where you don't have a stockist to kind of help them determine the best size so that they can order shoes?
I think for us at the moment, the best way to reach us is through Instagram or online. So we are available via www.cnes.co, and we ship worldwide shipping.
Really?
So we ship often to the States and a lot to within the EU as well.
Okay. And what about, you know, in terms of determining one's size? Because ordering on the internet, right? I mean, that's the most difficult part. Do you have free returns? Do you work with the customer through the first maybe one or two pairs if they have to in order to determine what their size is?
So usually what we require from the customer is for them to send, you know, some information. So we require a bit of information on the foot length as well as the ball girth. So with all this information and along with their sizing in the US and UK, we should be able to determine the sizing.
Oh, really? Okay, so you guys have an actual kind of methodology in terms of really precisely determining size in order to reduce the risk of maybe that first pair not fitting.
Yes, precisely.
Yeah. Alan, wow. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for, of course, your support of and participation here at the London Supertrunk Show. Thank you for all that you do, you know, supporting quality, craftsmanship, and tradition here on, you know, luxury shoes.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. And another incredible example of diversity of exhibitors that we have here at the 2024 London Supertrunk Show. I'm here with ACME Shoemakers, with Leon.
Nice
Leon,
to meet you, Kirby.
Thank you so much. And of course, ACME is no stranger to those that have been coming to the Supertrunk Show. You've been exhibiting several years out of China and doing absolutely incredible work.
Thank you.
And I recognize something right here. This was actually one of the shoes that was entered into the World Championship of Shoemaking last year.
Yes. This is, this Balmoral boots is from ACME Shoemaker. I think we, got number 6 last year. And this one is, we put a lot of, details onto the, stitching. This is actually a one-piece seamless Balmoral boot.
No kidding, wow.
And you can never see it in real from other side of the world. And we do very, detailed stitching around this area.
You specialize in, of course, beautiful leather dress shoes, but at an incredibly high level. So, for someone that's not familiar with the brand, maybe kind of walk me through your approach to shoemaking.
Yes, actually we start preparing the ACME Shoemaker from the beginning of 2019. It's about 5 years ago. And then after almost a year's preparation, we were forced to roll out actually right at the beginning of the COVID. That's March 2020. It was about 4 years ago. And then we have a workshop of 14 craftsmen based in Beijing. And unlike other, shoemakers, we have a kind of, bespoke make shoe processing, progress, which is completely made by hand.
So it's a fully handmade product.
Yes.
Using the same techniques as a bespoke shoemaker?
Yes, although we carry like ready-to-wear shoes, as well as MTO and MTM. No matter how we make the shoes, they keep the standard at the top which is a bespoke level.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
So even as a made-to-order product or
Yes.
ready-to-wear, it's a hand-welted,
Yes.
completely hand-finished product.
Yes, exactly. That's I think that's kind of a unique features of our brand. We want to have our customer always have the top-notch product experience from ACME.
Yeah. What is the price point of a pair of shoes?
Considering a lot of the efforts we are working on the shoes as well as the top quality leathers and all of the materials we're using. Our shoes is starting from $1,500 US dollars.
Yeah. But when compared to a fully bespoke pair of shoes, right? I mean, it's an opportunity if one is interested in accessing that level of craftsmanship, that level of handwork, but at what is relatively speaking, an incredible approachable price point.
Yes. For example, for the shoes I have in my hand, you see this is an iconic color. We call it a Galaxy Patina.
Okay.
This one starting from $1,500 US dollars. If a customer wants to buy it, and then with the MTO surcharge as well as the patina, he can have this pair of shoes within $2,000 US dollars, which is, I think, at this point with this kind of quality and the iconic features. That's something different.
Yeah. I mean, really, incredible. It has all those characteristics of a bespoke shoe.
Yes. I think because, as I said, we have a whole process to make bespoke level shoes, so we have the capacities to make our customers' ideas and transform it into the real shoes.
And so someone that's interested in maybe commissioning a pair of shoes from ACME, how does one get in touch with you, and then what does the process look like for a first-time customer?
For the first-time customer, because currently we already have a lot of international customer from US. They place the order, with our special consultant, and then normally we will just ask his measurement, and then in certain cases we can prepare his personal trial shoes and send it to the customer. He can wear the trial shoes for a couple of days and come back with a video talking about his feeling about shoes. And then with all these inputs from the customers, and then we will make the final shoes. Okay. So that's how we prepare. I cannot say guarantee, but make sure the customer can receive the product, which is exactly what he wants.
This is a bespoke last as well. I mean, it's not just a handmade shoe on a stock last, right? You're actually carving lasts based off measurements?
Yeah, we can have MTO or MTM as well as stock last, and also a bespoke service. But for the bespoke service, we would prefer to have face-to-face communication with the customer. So that's why we are going to establish our presence. Our retailer, let's say in UK as well as Geneva and Singapore, also US. We have the plan to do this in the next couple of months to have that kind of feature, which is I think it is good. Will be more easier for our customer to feel the real shoes and have the real communication with our brand.
Yeah. Well, Leon, absolutely incredible work. Beautiful shoes. Thank you so much, of course, for your support for the London Supertrunk Show and all the competitions that we have here.
We will continue doing this.
And great work. Absolutely incredible shoes. Thank you. So there we have it, the 2024 London Supertrunk Show. What is indeed one of the largest gatherings of shoe aficionados anywhere in the world, and such a great demonstration and exhibition of the quality, craftsmanship, and tradition so beautifully exemplified by the shoemaking trade. Of course, special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Saphir Medal d'Or, widely considered by shoe aficionados as making the best shoe polish in the world, and Bridlen Shoes of India for their generous support of this year's event. Of course, I'm Kirby Allison, and I love to help the well-dressed acquire and care for their wardrobes while exploring the world of quality, craftsmanship, and tradition. Thanks for watching this year's video.